I can't believe it, but the Australian Carnivores YouTube channel has 200 subscribers. And for the 200 subscriber special, I've done a Q&A. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so the first question I've received is, how many Nepenthes do you have? And I'm going to count them now because I actually have no idea. So I'm going to do this table in a methodical order. I'm going to do these plants down here and then the plants in the tree. I've got one Nepenthes downstairs, which is a gracilis. I'm not going to count the seeds because who knows how many there are in there. So the gracilis is number 1. Then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And we've got 35, 36, 37, 38. So we've got 38 Nepenthes in this table area. Actually not as many as I would have thought. So now we move on to the tree. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So I've officially got 53 Nepenthes, which is actually not as many as I thought. So let's move on to the next question. So the second question is, what was your first carnivorous plant? Now I'm actually going to split it into 2 different questions. So what was your first carnivorous plant? And then what was your first Nepenthes? Because I mainly focus on Nepenthes now. So my first carnivorous plant, like most people, Benny's just paying us a visit, it was a Venus flytrap, so Dionea muscipula. This isn't my actual first plant, I believe it died, but this is a different flytrap and it probably looks something like this. And my first Nepenthes was, I'm actually not sure because it never pictured. It was this sort of ventricosa looking plant that the vine actually, well, not really a vine, it had a stem about this tall, and the stem had actually snapped off at the top. So the plant eventually died and I had no idea what it was. But my second Nepenthes I actually have right here. I'm not exactly sure which one it is of these 2, but one of these is my second Nepenthes, and it's a Nepenthes Rebecca sopa, or Ramusbena cross ventricosa. Okay, so let's find out what the third question is. The next question is actually very hard to answer. What is your favorite carnivorous plant? So you already know it's going to be somewhere in Nepenthes. I'm actually having to think about this a bit. I've always said Nepenthes truncata, but I've started to move to Nepenthes veitchii. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, it could be one of the toothy ones. I'm just going to say my favourite carnivorous plant is Nepenthes lowii cross edwardsiana. It's sort of a mix of everything. It's toothy, it's got lowii in it. I know it's very far from the truncata and veitchii I mentioned before, but yeah, I'll say that that's my favourite carnivorous plant. And if you guys are saying, oh, we meant the favourite carnivorous plant in your collection, if you guys meant that, then I'd have to say this Nepenthes lowii cross truncata. It's not my largest plant, but the pictures are magnificent, and I can't wait for it to get much larger. Now, the fourth question is, what happened to your greenhouse? Now, either the OG fans know this, or you've just managed to find my link tree in my About page to watch my old videos. But for those who didn't know, I used to have a greenhouse, and basically what happened to it is all the plants in it died because we went on a holiday and then someone forgot to water them. So they all just basically dried up, and now it's been repurposed into a shed. So it actually hasn't been destroyed, it's just repurposed into a shed for storage now. And the last question that I have is, what online shops do you buy your plants from in Australia? Now, this is a question I would have asked my future self, because back in the day I used to continually Google search for like places to buy Nepenthes in Australia, etc. Because the only few sites where I'd been able to get plants previous to that was Trifford Park, and Exotica Plants, which only had a few releases every year. So since then, I've actually discovered a few websites to buy carnivorous plants, and they are the following. I'll provide some screenshots of the websites as I name them. So the first website is pitcherandmoss.com.au. Windowsill Nepenthes actually posted a review of this website because I requested it. So go watch that video. He basically looks at the species the website is selling and gives you an idea of which ones will do well in your habitat. And also, I buy my plants from Carnivoro. It's a bit different to the overseas website. It's a different spelling, but they generally have some rarer plants, which are higher prices, but I haven't ordered from them, but I probably will in the future. And the other websites are the ones I said before, but I'll just pop some screenshots up so you can see them. They are Triffid Park, which generally has some of the more common plants, and of course Exotica Plants, which is the Nepenthes nursery up in far north Queensland that does some of the best breeding in the world. So I'll take the screenshot down. These are some of the plants I got from Exotica Plants. This Truncata cross nebularum, my favourite plant, the Lowii cross truncata, the Truncata, and of course this massive Rocco Exotica cross Boschiana cross Truncata. So thanks for watching my Q&A. I know there weren't lots of questions, but I tried my best. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.